fellow members and guests, allow me to introduce myself by way of my South Carolina driver's license. What more objective information could you get? There's my full name, Pamela Hannaford Billings. I go by Pam. My address, my height, and then there's my weight, which is seriously underreported. There's also a restriction listed on here, and if you flip to the back and you see what an A means, it means that I need corrective lenses. I'm going to tell you the most significant fact about me, and that is that I love to read. And I am the person I am because of the books that I have read over my life and the characters that I have met within those books. As a child, the diagnosis of nearsightedness doesn't happen for most of us who wear corrective lenses until we reach school age. So growing up, the distance to my fingertips was all that was in focus in my world. Now, as a child of the 50s, I was born in 1956, I'm objective about that, and you can do the math on my age, but as a child of the 50s, I was really gangbusters about Captain Kangaroo and Mr. Green Jeans. And I so wanted to see that television, but I would get close to the television so that I could see, and my mother would haul me away. And I would get close so that I could see, and she would take me right back. And it was because I grew up in Oak Ridge, Tennessee, which is also known as the Atomic City, and she was convinced that I got quite enough radiation from living where we live. I did not need to be this distance from the television set. So when you're trying to entertain yourself as a child, and everything is kind of blurring out of focus, and you don't know that not everybody sees the world the way you see the world, you become engaged and interested in things that are within your focal distance. I began with golden books, purchased at the grocery store, and I went on to pursue reading when I learned to read in school, the Bobbsey Twins series and Nancy Drew mysteries, and I was just so disappointed when I got to the end of those because I was ready for more. And at the age of 8, I was given this book, which is the original copy of Alice in Wonderland. And it's just such a great book because it's a book that when I read it at the age of 8, and then I revisit it, and every decade I learn more things from that book. But the insight that I grabbed at age 8 was I admired most about Alice, that she had plucky perseverance, and that no matter how ridiculous or absurd any incident that she encountered in the book, or what irrational thing is being said by a character, she argues with them. And she also tries to problem solve. So, fast forward to my graduation from high school, I'd already become engaged to my now husband, and I am trying to pair up with him. While he goes to medical school, I'm going to attend nursing school. And I entered the University of Tennessee in Knoxville's College of Liberal Arts because he was slated to take his medical training in Memphis. We thought it was guaranteed. However, the year prior to him enrolling for medical school, his parents moved to Virginia Beach, Virginia, and they marked that box on their tax return that made him a deduction. By law in the state of Tennessee, that made him a resident of the state of Virginia and totally ineligible to apply to go to medical school in Memphis. So, here I am in Knoxville. Winston-Salem, North Carolina is so much closer than Memphis to Winston-Salem. So I decide I'm going to go to nursing school in Knoxville instead of Memphis. Now, this prescribed path for becoming a graduate of the University of Tennessee Knoxville School of Nursing is you enter as a freshman, declaring that as your major, and you enter the School of Nursing. So it did not matter that I am still pursuing the same career goal. When I went to petition to be admitted to the Knoxville class, I was told, sorry, but you're a change of major. And I am so arguing against that, and it took me 18 months to argue my way into the program in Knoxville. However, I am now where I am today as a result of taking a lesson from Alice and going forward with arguing with people and maintaining that I deserve to be in the Knoxville program of nursing, and I'm a manager of employee health and wellness for the Greenville Hospital System.